So as we have completed our chapter number 2 in 11 science computer subject, so first of all we will see few questions regarding second chapter. So the software used to create animation is known as dash tool. Well, it's known as multimedia authoring tool. Multimedia authoring tools are divided into how many categories? Multimedia authoring tools are divided into 3 categories. And which are these categories? These categories are card or page based, icon and event based, and time based. In which type of authoring tool the elements are organized as pages of a book or pile of cards? Very simple. Card or page based tools. In which type of authoring tool elements are organized along with time based tools? And in which type of authoring tool the elements are organized in a structural framework or process? That is icon and event based tool. Then next, give examples of card or page based tools. The examples are HyperCard and Multimedia Toolbook. And give examples of icon and event based tools. These are Authorware and Icon Author. And examples of time based tools. These are Synfig, Pencil, Director. So these are the examples of time based tools. Synfig is time based. Then which is the site to download pencil animation tool? For that you have to go to http://www.pencil-animation.org website. Then pencil animation tool is available for which operating system? As it is available in all Windows, Linux and Mac operating systems popular nowadays. Synfig Studio is a what type of animation software? It is time based. Then which is a 2D animation software that lets you create traditional hand drawn animation? Remember the word traditional hand drawn animation using bitmap and vector graphics. Well, that is Pencil. Then which is an open source software among Synfig and Flash? Remember, Synfig is open source whereas Flash is licensed software. What is the full form of GPL? GPL means General Public License. Then which is the first version of Synfig? Well, the first version of Synfig is 0.61.05. And which is the latest version of Synfig? The latest version according to your book is 0.63.05. And what is the full form of XML? Remember, XML is a language like HTML. So the full form of XML is Extensible Markup Language. Then what is the extension of Synfig file? So whenever you save Synfig file, either you can give extension .sif or most probably it takes sifz, that is compressed format. Dash is the main window in which Synfig which contains system menu and tools to create and edit artwork. Remember, toolbox is the main window. Then closing the dash exits the entire Synfig application. So the main window means toolbox. So when you close toolbox, it will close the entire Synfig application. Then toolbox is divided into how many areas, or you can say parts, and which are they? It is divided into 3 parts: upper palette, middle palette, and lower palette. In which part of Synfig toolbox circle tool is situated? It is situated in middle palette. The dash controls the layer's visibility in Synfig, that is opacity. And the dash value of opacity means layer is invisible, 0 value. The value of opacity is from 0 to 1. So if you have given 1, then it is fully visible. The layer is fully visible. 0 means it is invisible. Then how many gradient options are there, and which are they? There are 4 gradient options: linear, radial, conical, and spiral. The area with the gray checkboard pattern in Synfig is known as dash. Well, it is known as canvas. And dash is a small triangle button seen at the top left corner of the Synfig window, which allows to the most of the Synfig functions. Well, that is caret button. Which panel displays the layers of your working canvas? So where you are working, it shows the different layers. So that is layers panel. Then dash shows options for currently selected tools. So whenever you select any tool, for example circle or triangle, circle or rectangle, then it will show you various options for the selected one in tool options panel. So we have completed 2 chapters in our 11th Science English Medium Computer subject, and now we will start our 3rd chapter. In the first chapter we saw about the basic multimedia and various components of multimedia. In the 2nd chapter we studied about pencil animation software and Synfig, and we also saw various types of multimedia authoring tools. Now in the 3rd chapter we have to see how to work with the Synfig. So unit 3, creating animation using Synfig. But before that, we must understand what is animation. Animation is a visual change over time, wherein the digital images are played one after the other to create a moving effect. So there can be several images and we can display it one by one on the basis of time. So this way we can create animation. First of all, we will see what is frame by frame animation. Remember, the images used in animation can be first created and then displayed in a sequence. This type of animation is known as frame by frame animation. So you have to create several images. In these images you have to make little bit changes in each and every image, and then you can view all the images one by one. So it will give you a moving effect. That is known as frame by frame animation. Frames are defined as the length of time in the document. So each frame consists of some objects to be displayed over a period of time. Small changes are done in each and every image. So remember, we have to insert images in each and every canvas, and then we have to make changes, little bit changes in each and every image. So this method is very slow and tedious, and it requires a lot of time and resources. So frame by frame animation is not used nowadays. Animation through keyframe. A keyframe is a frame in which we define a change to an object's properties. So using keyframes, you need to specify the first position and the last position of object. So two frames are there, first starting frame and then ending frame. Just we have to show the changes in these two frames only. The in-between frames are automatically understood and need not be specified. So here we need to create the first keyframe on the left and include the last keyframe at the right. So this way the synfig assumes the in-between frames. The series of frames in between are drawn automatically. Remember, this effect is known as twinning. So keyframe animation. Twinning is an action which calculates the number of frames between keyframes and the path of the action. This type of animation is also known as cell animation. So either you can say twinning or you can say cell animation. It's very simple. So suppose this is synfig window. Canvas is shown here. You can see a black rectangle is there, and we have put one object, circle object. So in the first keyframe, we define the starting position of circle, and in the last keyframe, we define the ending position of the circle. The synfig assumes the in-between positions. So this way we can create twinning animation. Kinematics animation. It is the study of movement and motion of objects that have joints, such as walking man or running leopard. In some animation, we can use an effect known as morphing. So there is a special type of animation technique known as morphing. In morphing, the image transforms into another image. For example, a person's face transforms into another face, and so on. So this type of effect is known as twinning. You might have seen in movies some way. Now creating animation. How to create animation? So for that, start synfig. If you have not installed synfig, then you can download it from website freely because it is open source. So after installing synfig, you can start it using start, caret, applications, graphics and synfig option. Remember, this is regarding Linux operating system. So if it is Windows operating system, then it will show you start button. If it is Linux operating system, then it will show you applications button. So here you have to click on applications and you have to select graphics, synfig option. Now when you start synfig, you have to select caret edit properties option. We have already seen what is caret button, where it is situated. It is situated at the top left corner. So when you select this option, it will display a dialog box. Here two parts are there. In the first part, it shows canvas information. In canvas information, it shows name and description, two things. After the description, the another part is there, and in that part 3 tabs are given: image, time and other. So when you select caret edit properties option, it will show you this dialog box. Write the name and description of your first animation. So you can write the name. Description, if you want to write, you can write it. In time tab, it shows 3 options under time settings: frame per second, start time and end time. So 3 options are given. Frames per second. Remember the short form of frames per second is FPS. So either you can say FPS or frames per second. Its value is 24. It means in 1 second it shows 24 frames, and in each and every frame there is a canvas, and on each and every canvas there is image. Then you can see start time and end time is given. Start time is written 0f here, and end time it is given 5s, means 5 seconds. So total animation size is 5 seconds, and in each and every second there are 24 frames. So here frames per second is given 24. You can change it. The default value of FPS is 24.00. Default start time is 0f, means 0. The default end time is 5s, means 5 seconds. Change the end time to 2 seconds, means 2 seconds, and press OK. So here you can change your animation size. From 5 seconds we have changed to 2 seconds. Now we will see how to create a animation of 2 second size. So create a circle on canvas. So as we have created a circle here. Now a timeline is given at the bottom of the window. You can see a timeline like this. Here you can see this timeline is divided into 5 seconds, and starting it is given 0f, then it shows 2s, then 4s, and at last there is 5s, means 5 seconds. At the left part where 0f is written, there is a text box, and inside that text box also you can see 0f is written. It means current position is 0f, means 0 frame. Now if you want to create animation, then click on the given button at the right side of timeline. You can see animation button is given, green color button. So when you click on that button, it will turn into red button. It means that now recording has been started. So now whatever work you do, Synfig will record it. Now click on 0f and place the circle at the left of canvas. So just click on 0f and move your circle little bit so that it can note down the position of circle. Then click on 2s. Actually this is 5s timeline, but when you create animation you have to give 2 seconds. So click on 2s, means last position in timeline, and place the circle at the right side of canvas. See, whatever you are doing, it is getting recorded. So turn the animate editing mode off. So again when you click on this red button, it will become green. So whatever work you have done, that is recorded. Click on play button to see the animation effect. So it's very simple. Just we have given 2 things: the starting position of circle on 0f and the ending position of circle on 2 seconds. In between positions are automatically understood by the Synfig. We don't need to specify it. All the thing we have to do is to do all these things when animate editing mode is on, means red color button is there. So if you want to see the preview, then you can select caret file preview button. When you select this option, it will display a dialog box. Click on preview button to open preview window. So it will open a preview window like this. Here you can see there is a button. the name of this button is loop. So if you want to display this animation continuously, then you have to click on this loop button. Then when it gets completed, your animation gets completed, then again it will start the animation. And then if you want to see this animation, then you have to click on play button given here, so it will show you animation. So this way very easily we can create animation in Synfig. Now we will understand what is time bar, timeline. As we have seen this button is known as animate editing mode on. Then this button is known as animate editing mode is off. Now the various buttons given here, this button is known as previous frame. This is play. And then there is next frame button. So this is animate editing mode button. Either you can make it on or off. By default, each second is divided into 24 frames. FPS means frames per second. An orange indicator shows the current frame. Here on timeline, it will show you a thin orange colored line. So here the 0F position is there. So a thin orange colored line is displayed here. Just now it is not visible, but when you start Synfig, you can notice that. Any frame can be made active by dragging the orange indicator to its position or by clicking on it. The current frame position is shown at the left of timeline in a text box.